Good morning. I'm going to discuss with you on post-colonialism. Post-colonialism is the critical academic study of the cultural, political, and economic consequences of colonialism and imperialism. It examines the lasting impacts of European colonial rule on societies and cultures, focusing on the power dynamics and inequalities that persist after the formal and end of colonial administrations. Post colonial literature comes from Britain's former colonies in the Caribbean, Africa, and India. Many post colonial writers write in English and focus on common themes such as the struggle for independence, immigration, national identity, allegiance, and childhood. Post colonial theory is a literary theory or critical approach that deals with literature produced in countries that were once or are now colonies of other countries. It may also deal with literature written in or by citizens of colonizing countries that takes colonies or their peoples as its subject matter. The theory is based around concepts of otherness and resistance. Post-colonial theory became part of the critical toolbox in the 1970s, and many practitioners credit Edward Said's book Orientalism as being the founding work. Typically, the proponents of the literary theory examine the ways in which writers from colonized countries attempt to articulate and even celebrate their cultural identities and reclaim them from the colonizers. They also examine ways in which the literature of the colonial powers is used to justify colonialism through the perpetuation of images of the colonized as inferior. However, attempts at coming up with a simple single definition of post-colonial theory have proved controversial, and some writers have strongly critiqued the whole concept. Post-colonial theory deals with the reading and writing of literature written in previously or currently colonized countries, or literature written in colonizing countries which deals with colonization or colonized peoples. It focuses particularly on the way in which literature by the colonizing culture distorts the experience and realities and inscribes the inferiority of the colonized people on literature by colonized peoples which attempts to articulate their identity and reclaim their past in the face of that past's inevitable otherness. It can also deals with the way in which literature in colonized countries appropriates the language, images, scenes, traditions, and so forth of colonized countries. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel. Thank you once again.